Cardinals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
I need to see that again, though. I need to see that again. I need to see that again. Why that RPO? Why that RPO? Oh, look at him. Got him off the line. Shake him off the line. Shake him off the line, AJ. Oh, look. 1, 2. You already had him beat. I said, oh, he got him beat. Hit him at the 5. Oh. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Play action now. Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the red zone now, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Cousins to throw it. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Throwing, Cousins. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. No gain, and it's 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Second down, back to Sanders. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 39, Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have moved out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
His throw's going to be incomplete. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far.
He had the feel. Look at this. He had the feel, nigga. Look. Boom. Boom. If you'd have caught that bit, boom, and turned up. Oh, right there, look. Turned up right there. If he could have turned up right there, that nigga ran out of bounds.
Outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. Cook up the gut. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On second down, it's Cook again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Cousins. And he wisely will throw that one away. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Joseph's got it. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum, and the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Oh!
It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they have taken the lead in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh!
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd and short, to give to the tight end. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. And a pretty athletic run right there, as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And this is beginning to border on dominance. Another strong run that picks up a first down. You've got to wonder if the defense coordinator is wondering, do I even go to goal line defense in any situation now to try and slow down this running game?
They give it off here to the tight end. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal, and some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
A carry here for the big tight end. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jack Stoll. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles are once again back in front. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins.
Oh, good pick.
It's intercepted.
Good pick.
Well, he had to
Good
fit
pick.
that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th.
Got it.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts, escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts steps away to his left. He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down the coast now. Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Reports. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it 1st on offense as we begin the 3rd. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They're going to run this with a tight end. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Look at this, a tight end carry. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ballgame. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Oh, what?
Mark too far out in
What?
front.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Another run here with Sanders.
Oh!
It's a run now. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally,
let's look at that again. I saw it when it happened right there. I said, oh, got him. Got him. Run it to the outside. Run it to the outside. High.
the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Quickly to Thielen here. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. To throw is Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Cousins now. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Cousins again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I want to see that again. I want to see that again. And they got caught the bit. I was like, God damn, how did they caught that bit, man? And Slay hit it out of his hand.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation, because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. Another run with Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Man, 216 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And he's got his big tight end here. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And a loose football. And this belongs to the Vikings. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 23 yards on the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Yeah, boy, he can be slippery in the open field, spinning his way to a gain of 8 yards. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. They run it again with Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Here's Cousins. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third and short to give to the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Three tight ends to the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. He'll get this down to the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run behind center with Gainwell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, a run with Gainwell. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
What a drive this is turning out to be. That is 4 4th down conversions.
So give them credit for being aggressive and going after it. But on the flip side, how do you not find a way to stop one of those attempts? That means they're not playing with confidence on that side of the ball.
And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps it moving forward.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah. How you doing?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On the ground with a tight end. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Timeouts after 2. So he's gonna start burning. After this next play, he's gonna start burning. Don't have to.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here's a handoff to Gainwell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Gainwell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive. And now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
That was beautiful.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Play fake. Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And his throw is incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to present for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to...
Threw it too low. He should have threw it. He ain't have enough under it. He had him beat. He ain't had enough under it, though. He threw it too short. He should have threw it up. He had him, though, when he threw that bit. Look when he released it. Look, when he started that, like he got him right up. Look at that space. Look at that space. You got to throw it up, though. He threw it too short, bro.
Close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And this is Gainwell. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Gainwell. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off.
And there's your dagger right there. I tell you, there's a lot of coaches in the league that would not have gone for it on 4th down. But with a 2-score lead, they roll the dice. Get the first down, and that should be enough to salt this one away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. The entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game, but these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.